Behold, the 21st century version of "Look Ma, no hands." This tractor is empty, except there isn't some operator off camera steering it around. The tractor is steering itself, precisely digging a rectangle and depositing the dirt in a pile, 1,000 pounds per load. Here on a rare empty plot in San Francisco, a startup called Built Robotics is testing a Bobcat tractor they've modified to operate itself. And if these engineers have their way, it'll help the construction industry, not the automakers, lead the autonomous revolution, one scoop at a time. Built Robotics calls this an autonomous track loader, or ATL. It uses a range of sensors to find its way, in addition to hyper-precise GPS.
So we basically have a grid on the job site that's accurate to within about a centimeter. And then when we want it to dig, we give it coordinates for where the hole should be, and then we tell it how long, how wide, how deep.
The ATL sees its world with lasers, just like a self-driving car, only its lasers are specially designed for high shock, high vibration environments. That's the colorful bit you see here. The lasers also allow the ATL to tell when its bucket is full. So the robo-tractor chews into the ground, row by row, layer by layer. Out on an actual construction site, the ATL would do this to excavate a hole for the foundation of a structure. And Built Robotics claims it can do so in about the same time a human crew can manage.
The cool thing about the robot, though, is that it's actually a smaller machine than what you would use if you had humans, and we can just run it for more hours.
This is the beauty and promise of robots. They never get tired, they never get hurt, and they rarely make mistakes. And America is going to need their help to fix its infrastructure, which would be laughably awful if it weren't so dangerously awful. Because no one wants to shell out the money for improvements, and robots are great at bringing down costs. What Built Robotics has on its side is the nature of the space it's working in. Construction sites are closed environments that are far simpler than even the simplest of road conditions. Self-driving cars have a huge number of obstacles to overcome before they hit the road on a mass scale.
I actually think we can see this technology deployed a lot more quickly, and I think you're probably going to start to see autonomy make an impact in construction even before you do in transportation.
But what about jobs? Namely, won't robot tractors put operators out of work? Well, yeah, inevitably. Like a lot of robotics companies facing this reality, Built says its machine will free workers up for other tasks. Built adds that the American construction industry is suffering a labor shortage, which is true. 60% of contractors say they're having trouble finding skilled labor. You can actually see the same trend in agriculture. Facing their own labor shortage, farmers are increasingly turning to robots to fill the gaps. In the end, automation is nothing new, and robots will make work, and life in general, safer for all of us. And that is something we can dig.